All right. Oh, interesting. Now it's asking about, it even shows up on my other screen that recording in progress. That's new. All right, so go ahead, start in Balasana. Do the child's pose. Here you can have either a wide knee or knees together. You can use a block as well to rest your forehead on, or you can use a block between your sit bones and your heels to help you relax. So closing those eyes. You can even use, there's another option, you can use a bolster here. If you want to get more yin, you put that bolster between the knees and just relax. So grounding down, close those eyes, focus on your breath. Breathing into the back, nice long textured breaths. Relaxing the neck and letting the neck elongate. You can move your forehead away from your shoulders. Allowing the belly to settle down, let it gravitate. Relaxing the shoulders. You can either have your hands out in front or beside the feet to relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders drop. So from here, focusing on the breath, counting the seconds between each breath. That's 2 to 3 seconds. Hold it at the very, very top, just for a microsecond. And then exhaling just as slowly, all the way down until you're empty. Hold it at the very bottom for a microsecond. And then with each breath, elongating an extra second. So if it's 3 to 4, 4 to 5 seconds, try 7 to 8 even. Counting the seconds. If your feet cramp, you can tuck or untuck the toes. If your hips get sore from this, you can come in and out of this pose anytime. Just listen to your body. Listen to your breath. And from here, extending those palms out in front if they aren't. Remove any blocks or bolsters out of the way if you have. Keep reaching and keep breathing to elongate the spine. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left. Grab that left hand with the right. Lay the belly on the lap. Breathe into your right armpit. Slow your breath down. Inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, reaching those fingers, breathing here. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your right. Grab the right hand, breathe into your left. Inhaling back toward the center, inhaling, reaching, and then slowly, slowly pressing up into a Virasana, hero's pose. So you're sitting on your heels. I don't know who I'm emitting. Sorry. There you go. And then if you want, you can sit on a block or whatnot, but you're just kind of opening up the feet again. Right arm in front, left arm over, twisting, binding. Otherwise, you can dangle that left arm. So inhale, lift those elbows up, breathe into your shoulders, close your eyes. So slowly breathe into the back, your shoulders. And if you want to twist them out, you can kind of tighten that breath. And then exhale, drop those elbows. Drop the forehead toward the thumbs, resting your forehead on the thumbs. You rock your ears left and right. And get into the neck. Unwinding, coming off the heels. Kind of give yourself a little massage with the feet. Now tuck the toes, open up those arches, and then sitting back on the heels. So we're opening up into suffering pose. So every pose is a little bit of suffering. Well, life is all suffering, but we're just kind of breathing in. And then your left arm in front, right arm over. You can dangle that right arm, or you can bind and twist into the Garudasana eagle arms. So inhaling, lifting those elbows up. Again, breathe, close your eyes. Breathe into your shoulders. And then exhale, drop those elbows down toward the chest, and then drop your forehead onto the stems. Rock your ears left and right. And then unwinding, coming off those toes again. Give yourself a little gentle massage with those feet. And then cross your ankles, coming into a seated position. So either Sukhasana, easy pose, ankles crossed. You can always use those blocks to support your knees. You can even roll the mat to help tilt your pelvis forward. You can have Siddhasana, one ankle in front of each other, or half lotus. You want to give yourself a little try with half lotus. It might be a little too sore, you can come out if you want. So pulling the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms reaching. Inhale, look at the thumbs. Relax the throat. Inhale, keep reaching for the stars. And then exhale, hands out in front. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, walk those hands out. Tippy toe those fingers out. Again, breathing into the back. Elongate through the crown. You can come out of the pose slightly. Exhale, walk those hands out. So breathe, close your eyes. Breathe into the back. Swallow your breath. Listen for that ujjayi, that victorious sound. Keep breathing and keep exhaling, reaching. Slow your breath down. And from here, inhale, lengthen, reaching. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left. Grabbing that left hand with the right. Breathe into your right lung. Take that time to rest there in that moment. Feel that breath in the back body. And then inhaling right back toward the center, reaching. Exhale, keep walking those fingers out to elongate the spine. Exhale, walk the hands all the way toward your right. Grabbing that right hand with the left. Close those eyes and breathe into your left side body. The full extension of the breath. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, pressing back up. Hands on the waist. Little tiny, tiny circles, one direction. So close your eyes, keep mindful. Are you going clockwise? Are you going counterclockwise? Just lubricating the top of the atlas. Little tiny, tiny circles. And then slow it down. Nice, big circles. Breathe into the neck. Always good to screw on the head in the morning. And then eventually exhaling the chin to the chest, hands on the waist, fingers into the rectus abdominis. And then we're going to exhale, press firmly, rolling the pelvis, pull the elbows toward each other, and let the head drop into the lap, pressing into the core, getting the juices flowing, the agni going, the fire in your belly. And then quickly release. Good job. Hands on the waist. Here you can grab a block if you want on your left elbow. If you want, you can even kick it outside, see how much you can inhale tall. Exhale, tipping your left elbow toward the ground. And if your sit bones teeter-totter, you can grab that block and put it back. So we're getting that full stretch of your right side body. Letting the left ear drop toward the left shoulder. And the full stretch, we're going to inhale that right arm up to the sky. Here you can point and shoot. This is actually a mudra, and I can never remember what it's called. But these hand yoga mudras. Mudras is a hand yoga. You're going to exhale a hand right over the ears and point and shoot. So pointing and shooting that ray gun of energy right over the ears. Breathing here. Here you can take that top hand now and grab the back of the skull. You're feeling the back of the notches of your occipital, your trying to remember what other bones are, parietal. So inhale, lengthen through the spine, inhaling through the top lung. Keep stretching, feeling that stretch. And then And then from here, look up toward the sky. Now make a fist behind the skull, and then check out your bicep, see it pumping. Now we're going to exhale, look down toward the ground, taking that top hand, wrap it behind the back. Try to reach for the other wrist. Feel that stretch along the top of the neck. Close those eyes even, you can feel that stretch, observe. Feel that juiciness of that stretch. And then here you can even drop your left ear toward that left shoulder. That full stretch. Breathing here slow. And then you look slowly toward the middle of the room. And then slowly toward the sky. Hands on the waist, inhaling back up. Good job. Now uncross, cross the opposite way. You can even leave that block on the opposite arm, opposite side. Pull the flesh out from the bottom. Out of the way, you can even roll that mat to help tilt the pelvis forward. And cross those legs, Siddhasana, half lotus, whichever. And inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. Look toward the thumbs, relax the throat. Inhale, lengthen through those fingertips. And then exhale, hands out in front. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, walk those fingers out. It's all about hinging at the hips. So being mindful of the breath. Inhale through the spine. Exhale, keep walking those fingers. Close those eyes. Follow your breath. Come out of the pose with every inhalation. Exhale, walk those fingers out. Hinge at the hips. Slow your breath down. Breathe into your back body. And from here, I'm going to keep reaching, breathing in, elongating. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left. Grab that left hand and breathe into your right lung. And slowly, slowly inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, reaching, and then exhale, walk the hands to your right. Grab that right hand with the left. Breathe into your left lung. Inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, pressing back up. Good job. Hands on the waist. Going back to that Nali, little Ayurveda. So inhaling tall. Oh, let me think. I always forget the next step. So little tiny, tiny circles. So if you went counterclockwise, go clockwise. Or vice versa. Little tiny little circles. Kind of lubricating the spine. And the hands on the waist kind of helps relax the shoulders. So kind of just allowing the neck to stretch this way and then slow it down. Big, big circles. Breathing in. Hear any extra clicking? You go a little slower. Feel a little tighter one side, go even slower. You're breathing into your neck muscles and then eventually exhaling, chin to the chest, hands on the waist, putting the fingers into the core. You're going to exhale, roll the pelvis, press firmly into the belly, and then pulling the elbows toward each other. Let the head drop, spreading the skin between your shoulder blades. And then quickly release. Good job. All right, putting that block either on the right side or you can even ditch it. It's up to you. Hands on the waist, inhaling tall. Exhaling, tipping over toward that block, toward your right elbow. You want to see, you can move that block so you can go a little deeper without teeter-tottering. Whichever you feel most comfortable, because you might get an extra deep stretch without the block. And then slowly, slowly inhale that left arm up to the sky. Point and shoot that energy from your sit bones through to your fingertips. And then exhale, hand over the ear. With the full stretch here. You're taking that top hand, grabbing the back of your skull. Feel that stretch elongate through the crown. Good job. Here we go. Look up toward the sky and then make a fist behind the skull. Start pumping away your top bicep. Now check it out. And then exhale, the top hand right behind the back. Try to reach the opposite wrist here. There you go. And then here, letting that right ear drop toward the shoulder. Or if you want, you can even look toward the ground, get the full stretch of the neck. So you notice the difference of how your neck is stretching. That's your sternocleidomastoid. So it connects to your masseter. What makes you talk. Good job here. Getting the full stretch of the neck. And then slowly, slowly, we're gonna inhale, look toward the middle of the room. And then look up toward the sky. And then hands on the waist, inhaling back up toward the center. Now uncross those legs. Take the feet out, bend those knees. Drop the hands back here. You're gonna windshield wiper those knees left and right. And then straighten out those legs, point the toes. We're gonna drop the head back. You're gonna shake your ears left and right. And then we're gonna inhale, lift your hips up, point those toes and reverse plank. Breathe into your front body. And then exhale, drop your tailbone down nice and slow, gently. Woo, I know. Now one more time, we're gonna place the hands back behind. You can point those toes and we're gonna come up into reverse plank, and then from there you can do reverse table. So inhaling up your hips, point the toes, drop the head back, breathe in your front body, and then exhale, bend those knees. Now lift those hips up and reverse table. Let the head dangle, inhaling, lift those hips up, and then exhale, drop that down onto your tailbone. Good job. Now keep the feet together, coming into bound angle pose, wrapping those fingers around those toes, pull the heels in closer toward the groin. You can wiggle left and right onto your sit bones, get situated. Now inhale tall, breathing through the crown, and then exhale, forward fold. So close your eyes, breathe into the back, and then exhale every time, kind of tug your heart toward the toes. Doing that back stretch as well. Not just the hips, but the back stretch. Again, close your eyes, breathe in through the crown. And then exhale, gently tug the heart closer if you can. So hopefully now you can feel the tight hamstrings, the tight hip flexors. Doing that full stretch. Bound angle pose. And then slowly inhaling up. So Baddha Konasana. Baddha is that bound. Konasana is the angle. And then if you're lying on your back, it's called Supta, supine. You're drawing the feet out a little bit wider, like a diamond. Pulling the flesh out from the back. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. And then exhale, hands out in front. You can either bow down, walk the hands out, and then you can bound your hands around those toes, and then you rock your head toward those toes. Your neck allows you to rock your ears left and right. You can dangle your chin toward the chest. You'll let the melon on your neck kind of relax the neck muscles here. About 10, 15 pounds on our neck every day. So just giving that whole neck stretch. Breathing into the back. And then slowly, slowly inhaling up. Now take the feet out in front. Palms either side coming into Dandasana, so staff pose. So you're flexing your feet. You're gonna actually make a little self massage. And I'm trying to remember last time, did we get our tennis balls and never use it? So I'm like, okay, we should do a little self massage to compensate. We can also grab that tennis ball and massage our feet later. So making fists, we're gonna start massaging your right foot. So you can bend those knees. I'm gonna tap the top and bottom of your feet, activating all the way around the ankles and then the calf. So if you're gonna start on the right side, focus on that, up and down, activating the marma points, and then around the top of the thigh. So a little self massage goes a long way. You're kind of activating the lymph system, and your skin has, 3 trillion cells, lots and lots of nervous system, and around the belly, kind of waking up all the cells, getting it to do its job, telling it what to do. And then around the chest, and activate the tissue. And then underneath the bra line, if you're wearing a bra, and underneath the guys have mammary glands too, so you gotta massage underneath the armpits. That's where your lymph systems are located. And then around your shoulders. Everyone loves this. You don't get enough of a shoulder massage, so you're just kind of loosening up the neck. shoulders. And then around the right arm, and then around the right wrist, and the right palm, opposite hand. And I forgot the left leg, so we're gonna go back down. So around the bicep, tricep, and then back around across the chest, and around the left leg. The left thigh, back down, the left calf, and around the left foot, up and bottom, and back up. This is like a double massage for the left leg. And around the belly, and then the back of the palms, that lower back. Kind of getting that glutes, and then the kidneys. That feels like a little good massage. And then now with the fingertips, we're gonna massage the thyroid. You're tapping at the neck. You can close your eyes, activating the thyroid. And then around, with those fingertips, go around toward the sides of your neck, and then to the back of the neck, kind of tapping. To the back of the crown, to the very, very, very top of the crown. You're kind of just giving your head massage. And then open up those fingers more, kind of tapping around the ears, and then the sides of the temple, and the front of your forehead. And going up and around. And then now take your two peace fingers. We're going to give yourself a little massage around the front of the ears is one point, and then your second finger around the top temple. So kind of just that temporal mandibular joint. And give yourself a nice circular massage. Your masseter, this muscle here, kind of does a lot of work, so you're just kind of releasing that. Self-massage goes a long way. And then here, we're going to pinch the top of the pinna, the top of your earlobes, all the way down, kind of pinch, all the way down to the very bottom of the earlobe. Yeah. And then now, the best part is they call it, there's a marma inside your ear. So just taking your two pointer fingers and then poking in the ear. Just kind of closing it off. Good job. Now, kind of like tapping your top of your forehead, closing those eyes. Gently tapping the forehead all the way down the eyelids, just very gently around the closed eyelids and around the cheeks, and then around the chin. And then now rubbing your palms. Pick up all the germs, so we're just kind of rubbing it away, burning it off. Hopefully this is like Corona, kind of squashing it. And then close those eyes, palming the eyelids, relax the shoulders. Breathing here, feeling the warmth of the palms. And then release the palms into your lap. Pull the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching here. Pressing the palms up, flattening up those palms as if you're holding a tray of water. Now flex your feet. Now pull those elbows past those ears. This is your downward dog. So you're staying nice and tall. Keep pressing. Good job. This is a lot of action here. That weight of the world. You're pressing pretty much your weight of your body into those fingers. And then exhale, forward fold. Here you can bend those knees and grab your ankles. If you have a belt, you can use it. So inhale through the crown, exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana. This is Western side stretch. You can bend those knees because we haven't warmed up our hamstring, but this is for the good back stretch. Slow your breath down. Inhaling through the crown. Go a little deeper if you can. Good job. And then slowly rolling back up. Now taking the feet nice out and wide. And point the toes up. Pull the flesh out from the backside. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. Exhale, hands out in front. Inhale through the crown. Keep the toes pointed up. We're going to exhale, walk those hands forward. So every time you're breathing in, take a pause. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, walk those fingers out. Keep those toes pointed up. So again, hinging at the hips. Now, if you can't forward fold, that's totally fine. We got tight hamstrings. We got tight abductors. So we're just breathing in slowly. Keep those toes pointed up. Follow your breath every time. Every exhalation, try to reach those fingers out. Keep those toes pointed up, breathing into your back. Slow your breath down. And slowly, slowly, slowly inhaling, pressing back up. Good job. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. We're gonna exhale, look over to your left toe, twisting your body. Exhale, grabbing your ankle, big toe, little toe, and then forward, fold your forehead toward that left knee. And you can use a belt if you want. This is gonna give you a nice back stretch as well. So breathing here. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up, pressing back up, arms up to the sky, breathing here. Turn and twist, look at your right foot. Exhale, grabbing your ankle, big toe, little toe, or you can use that belt. You're gonna exhale, forward, fold that forehead toward that left knee. And breathing in, again, getting that full side stretch. You might notice one side stretches a little better, or you don't feel as much, or you feel a lot more and it feels good. You're gonna get an equal attention. And then slowly, slowly pressing back up. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. Exhale, dropping your left elbow in front of that left knee, top hand over like a rainbow, just shooting it like a star. Turn the heart up. Keep breathing every breath, reaching. Exhale, go a little deeper. Try to keep that top hand toward those toes. Breathing here. Good job. Inhaling back up. Good job, guys. Reaching for the stars, and then exhale, dropping your right elbow in front of that right knee, top hand shooting like a rainbow toward those toes, and then turn the heart up to the sky. You might notice a sit bone lift, but that's totally fine. Breathing here. It's all about extension, side lateral stretches. And slowly, slowly inhaling up. Good job. Now crossing those ankles, coming onto our hands and feet. Our hands and feet. Our knees and feet. No, our knees and hands. Spread those fingers. Palms underneath the armpits, knees underneath the hips. So engage the core. Have that flat back. Pull the ears away from the shoulders. Focus on a point in front of you. So you're having this little tabletop pose, the mesa asana, that you're actually using the spinal muscles. And then you're imagining having your breakfast on your back. Now that everyone's vaccinated, we all can have our neighbors hang out, place their placemats on the back of our backs, and then add their dishware. So feeling the strength in your core, adding those orange juices and teas and coffees. You're feeling that strong back. Good job. Now inhale, chin up, allow the belly to drop. And exhale, pull the belly button in, caving in the chest, look toward your belly button. Inhaling back up. And then exhale, pull in. And then relax back into neutral spine. We're gonna focus on a point in front of you. Inhale that right arm out in front. So balancing here in a 3 lunge, you're gonna exhale, pull that left leg back. So good job. Like point and shoot, extend. Here, lift the limbs higher. And then exhale, bend that elbow, that right elbow and the left knee, cave in the chest. Make the elbow knee touch slowly. If you fall out, you can fall back in. We're using the core, inhaling back out, reach. Good job, nice and slow. If you fall out, you can fall back in. So focus on a point in front of you. That's not moving. Inhale, lift the limbs higher. And then take that right hand, grab that back foot. So grab the ankle here, kick out the leg, focus on a point. Good job. Now releasing everything back down into child's pose. Woo, relax there. Burn a few calories just from that. Breathe into the back, slow your breath down. You're getting that full stretch of those hamstrings too here. Those press into those palms and then inhale, lift back up into all fours. Palms back underneath, knees back underneath the hips. So engage the core, pull the ears away from the shoulders. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, a drishti they call it. Now inhale that left arm up. So you're balancing, shifting the weight into your 3 other limbs. We're gonna inhale that right leg back. Extending, point and shoot the energy from your heart out toward your limbs. And we're gonna inhale, lift the limbs higher. Good job. Balance here, focus on a point. Exhale, bend the elbow and the knee. Cave in the chest, make the elbow knee touch. Nice and slow. Inhaling back, open, reaching, extending, lift the limbs higher. Good job. Now take that left hand, grab that back foot. Kick out that leg. Focus on a point. That's not moving. Good job. Now releasing everything. Coming back down into child's pose. Woo, that was no sweat. Just breathe into the back and relax. Let your belly hang if your knees are apart. Just relax. You can feel your heart get a little bit set up just from that small, you think it's a spinal balance, but it does a lot for your heart. So inhaling back up into all fours, dropping onto your forearms. Here, drop your forehead toward the ground or onto your chin. You're gonna pull back your sit bones, come into that puppy pose. Anahatasana, heart pose. Allow the heart to melt. Slow your breath down. And here you can take your hands together, namaste, if you want to get an extra armpit stretch. And open out the shoulders, allow the heart to melt. The shoulders always tight. So here, dropping down onto your belly button, coming into Sphinx. Or not, so Sphinx pose. Here, shake your tailbone, spread those fingers. Inhale, lift through the crown, shine your heart forward. And relax the back of your glutes. Relaxing the tailbone. It's actually relaxing the lower back. It's stretched out. So this is the opposite compression. And here, left arm across. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Reach. Exhale, weave it underneath your left armpit, walking that left hand to the right here. Relax your cheek or chin on the top bicep or the crook of your arms. Close those eyes. We hold a lot of our tension in our shoulders, just like Atlas carrying the weight of the world. We have a lot of stress that just binds our knots back there. We're just not aware. What you're doing is just allowing oxygen to penetrate those spots. Breathing slowly into your shoulders. And then releasing belly down towards your tailbone. Here you can even bend your right knee toward your right side and open up the hips. You're doing a little extra stretch of the shoulders if you want. And then here, straighten out those legs. Again, here, wrap the arms around. Give yourself a generous hug. Pat yourself on the back because you deserve it. Getting out of bed, getting on your mat. So it's a hassle in that sense. You're like, I don't want to get out of bed. But it's a triumph because it's a task that we all get to do. We all get to breathe. We all get to do yoga. So it's always kind of fun. And then unwinding, coming back into Sphinx. Spread those fingers. Shake the tailbone. Lift through the crown. Good job. Now opposite arm, right arm in front. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Breathing here, reaching. Exhale, weave it underneath your right armpit. Walking that right hand to the left here. Resting your cheek or chin. Maybe on the crook of your elbow or top bicep. Breathing slowly. Close your eyes. And allow the heart to melt. You're loosening up any tension between the shoulder blades. expanding the heart, expanding the wings of our back. For the angels we are, the things that we try to do to help everyone else, just being ourselves. A lot of work. That's why we have this tension on our shoulders. You're just going to release and you're everything back down onto the earth. You wrap those arms around, give yourself a generous, generous hug. Squeeze yourself, because it's nice to feel squeezed sometimes. And then unwind. Oh, actually, forgot this part. Unleashing. Take your left knee, bend it like Captain Morgan, kind of open up the hips. So this might be a little bit more intense on the shoulders. It opens up the hips and it gets a little bit more stretching of the shoulder. And then here, rewinding the legs and then unwind those arms, come out back into Sphinx. Or spread those palms, shake the tailbone. Good job. Now resting your chin onto the ground, coming into reverse Shavasana. Whew. Now take your arms out in front. So you're reaching the arms to the very top. You're gonna lift your right arm out in front and then your left leg back. You engage the belly button and then exhale back down. Resting here. Now inhale, resting on your chin. Inhale that left arm up, your right leg back. Good job. Exhale back down. So you're almost like swimming. You're actually using your belly button in your car. Now here, we're gonna inhale the chin, zipper up the toes, and then lift those arms out in front. Good job. Now pull your hands back behind. Coming into that locust pose, using that belly button, lifting your hands higher, your feet higher. You can unzipper those feet. And then exhale, releasing back down, resting here on one cheek. Slow your breath down, close those eyes. And that full neck stretch. And then here, swapping cheeks. Resting on the opposite cheek, get that whole neck stretch. And then resting back on your chin, palms back underneath, thumbs near the nipples. We're gonna inhale, lift the crown, pull your shoulders away, squeeze the elbows near the ribs, and can gently press firmly into the palms. So this is that Bhujangasana, so it's a medium cobra. We're gonna inhale, lift up onto all fours again. There you go. It's weird, my other Zoom is jumping. So here, tucking your toes, we're gonna inhale, lift the tailbone up. Walk the full length of the mat, coming into downward dog. Spread those fingers, establishing that foundation. Feet as wide as the hips, if not wider. Here you can pedal away your heels. There you can bend both the knees and then point the sit bone up, shake your head, nod, and then exhale, drop those heels. Get the full stretch in that downward dog. Not pressing into your palms, allow the heart to drop. Your drishti can be your belly button. Looking at the belly button, engaging the thighs, pressing into the palms, pressing into the feet. There you can sway your hips left and right. Get the full lateral stretch. By shifting the weight. And then here, looking between the thumbs, bend those knees. You're going to walk up, skip up, or hop up into a forward fold. Make sure your feet are wide, if not wider. Bend the knees, lay the belly on the mat, grab your elbows. Nice sway back and forth, ragdolling. Shake your head and nod. You can lay the belly on the mat, give yourself a little balance. And then when you come to stillness, you'll wrap the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, pull the wrist forward. Woo! Pop somewhere in my back. I'll be my own chiropractor. Shake the head and nod, release any tension. And then release the palms. Inhale halfway up, engage the core. Having the flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees. You can slip the palms underneath the feet. This is Pada Hastasana. Bend those knees. You give yourself balance. Massage the creases of your wrist with your toes. You can even invert it 90 degrees inward, stepping on the thumbs and wrap those fingers around. Give yourself a nice wrist stretch. And then oppositely. So this is great for that carpal tunnels. We're always like on the computer. It helps release the tension. Plus we're always on our palms by just doing yoga. So inhale halfway up. Engage the core. Have that flat back again. Exhale forward fold, letting the head drop into Uttanasana. And then slowly, slowly inhaling, growing back up. Hands up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Oh no, my other internet and my other computer is jumping around. I don't know what's going on. So roll the shoulders back. Toes, lift them up and plant them firmly into the mat. So engage the core, tuck the tailbone, rise through the crown. So you're getting a lift through the crown. Close those eyes. And then we're going to exhale, lean forward. And then inhaling, lean back. And then come toward the center. We're going to lean over to the right. And then lean toward your left. And then back toward your center. Good job, guys. Blink your eyes open. We're going to lean over to the right foot. Inhale that left knee up in space. So focusing on a point in front of you. You can go grab that left knee. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes. Good job. And we're going to exhale, pull that knee out to the left side so you're shifting your weight. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, and then walk your hand all the way down to the bottom of your left ankle and you can place that foot into the inner thigh above the knee or below the knee on the calf. Face you or kickstand it on the ankle. So this is your tree pose, your Vrikrasana, VRK asana, Vrikrasana. So you're pressing into your standing leg. Focus on a point in front of you. Hands to your heart, and then here you can lift them up above your head like an Egyptian. Here you can explode the palms out. This is your volcano pose. You can wave the palms around and waving palm pose. And then releasing it back down and then shaking out your leg. You can dance it out, you can shake your head. All right, now coming back to Samasthiti, hands to the heart, rolling the shoulders back, lifting those toes, plant them firmly back into the mat, tuck your tailbone, come back into that equal standing pose. Close those eyes, ground back down. Ooh, and I totally forgot the tennis ball. So we're gonna notice the difference when we activate our feet. So you have a tennis ball nearby. So we did it tree pose with our right foot. So we're gonna do a tree pose on our left foot, but we're gonna activate your left foot. So you're gonna notice the difference. So rolling the tennis ball, if you have one, hopefully you grab one. Grab a tennis ball, we're gonna roll it underneath your left foot. And you're gonna notice the difference. You're gonna massage up and down the foot. And then kind of pressing underneath the big toe. And all the way down to the pinky. And then all the way down to the heel. Kind of open up the feet. And all the way into the inner arch. And then back up to the very top of the middle toe, and then all the way down the center of the feet. All the way down toward the heel. And then come off, coming back into Samasthiti. Hands to the heart. Engage the core, tuck the tailbone, lift those toes up. Plant it firmly into the mat, and then moving and shifting your weight to your left foot. We're going to inhale that right knee up in space. Focus on a point, grabbing your right knee. And then exhale, pulling that left knee out to the side. Walking that right hand to the ankle. You can place your right foot into the inner thigh or lower calf or ankle. So you're going to shift and feel. Feeling a bit more connected maybe. Hopefully stronger. And then inhale that hand up to the sky. Coming into that Egyptian pose. And then hands out into exploding volcano. And here you can wave your palms around. And you might feel, or hear your ankle, not ankles, your feet bones move. And then here, releasing. Now we get to massage your other foot. So getting that ball, and up and down the right foot. And getting that inner arch, outer arch, kind of up and down, all the different layers. And then from here, squishing the ball underneath the big toe, all the way toward the pinky. And then on the outer edge, it's always good to get a little self-massage all the way down to the heel. And then to the inner arch. And then back toward the very top into this, underneath the center middle toe, all the way down toward the foot. And then coming back off. So it's always good to notice, ooh, one side, one foot's always tender, the other one is not as tender, but you get a little equal massage. From here, coming back into that Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching, breathing here. Exhale, forward fold, hands down. Inhale, halfway up, engage the core. Exhale, forward fold again. Your hands to the mat. We're gonna inhale, lift your right foot back. You're balancing here, and this is standing splits. So allow your forehead toward the ground, balancing with both your hands. There you can bend that front knee and drop that back foot down. So you're coming into that runner's lunge, and you're seesawing back and forth, opening up the hip. And then here, dropping that back knee, untuck the back toes. You're gonna balance or drop the hips. You balance on top of that knee, so you're coming into the high crescent pose. You're gonna inhale, lift those arms up too. And then drop the hands back down. Here you can pull back into that runner's stretch. Flexing your front foot. You can have your hands on the hips even, or you can grab blocks nearby to help support you. So tipping the left toes up, straighten out that left knee. And inhale through the crown, and then exhale, forward fold. You can grab the blocks to help support your entire left leg straightening. And then pulling the sit bone back in space, you're gonna exhale, bow down over that left knee. This is that Ardha Hanumasana, so half splits. Some guys have really, really tight hamstrings and they end up bending that front knee. If that's the case for anyone, you can sit back on your back heel and forward fold over that leg. It's the same action, a little bit more stability. You want that stretch along that left glute. So those are your hammies. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up. Now taking that left leg out to the sides, I'm gonna face you guys. You can rotate, hands on the hips, coming into gate pose. You can squish that left foot down. Hands on the hips to square it. So it's nice and steady. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, dropping that left hand down to that left ankle. Taking that top hand over the ears. Again, breathe and turn the heart up. And then exhale, go a little deeper, dropping the hand down. And get that full side stretch. Good job. And then inhaling back up from gate pose. Bend both the knees. So you can have your knees, maybe you can even have a block between the knees to give you a little stability. Whichever, we're gonna do a little modified camel pose. So I'm gonna face this way. You can either tuck your toes or untuck them because you're gonna drop your hands back eventually. If it's, there's a modified version where you just keep your hands supporting that lower back. We're gonna inhale, chin up. Dropping the head back into the trapezius, and then exhale, press the hips forward. So if you wanna go a little deeper, you can walk your right hand all the way down to your tucked toes and then dropping the left hand toward the other heel and press the hips forward. Relax the throat. Breathe into the front body. If you're already in the modified, you can just remain there. And then slowly, slowly rewinding back. Woo! So you get that full stretch. So there's another modified way where you keep your toes tucked. And we're just gonna do one hand. We're gonna or you can use these blocks as well. And put that block onto the right side of your right foot. So we're gonna inhale that left hand up to the sky. And then exhale, drop that right hand down toward that block or that right heel. Even the full stretch. Keep breathing into your front body. Keep reaching that top hand. And then slowly, slowly rewinding everything. Now moving that block over to the opposite foot. We're gonna inhale that right hand up to the sky. And then exhale, drop that bottom hand down to that block or left heel. Get that full stretch into your front body. Keep reaching that top hand and then rewinding everything back. Woo, all right. Now, extending that right leg out, squishing the foot back down, hands on the hips, coming into that gate pose. We're gonna inhale that left hand up to the sky, breathing and reaching. Exhale, dropping that right hand down to that right ankle. Taking that top hand over the ear. So turn the heart up. Breathing here. And then slowly, slowly, slowly inhaling back up. Bend both the knees. Coming back into taking that right leg out in front. If you need blocks nearby, you can use them. So tipping the toes up. Hands on the hips. If your hips aren't square, you can move that right heel out a little bit more to give yourself stability. Or you can even sit back on your back foot. And then once you're ready, you're gonna take the blocks even and then exhale, forward fold. Pulling your right sit bone back in space, bowing down over your right knee. So whichever fashion, you're a little higher, is your half splits. Breathe into the spine and exhale. Keep walking those fingers out more. Getting that full stretch of those hamstrings. They're tied to that lower back. And then slowly, slowly bending that front knee. Kind of drop the hips, walk the hands either toward the center. You can even take your hands out in front and then allow the hips to drop. Inhale the hands up to the sky. A high crescent, and then dropping the hands back down and pull the feet back in, coming into all fours. Tuck those toes, spread those fingers, inhaling the hips back up, dropping the heels. Here you can shake your head, nod, look toward your belly button even, pressing your heart toward the ground. Look between the thumbs. You can bend those knees, walk up, skip up, or hop up into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up, engage the core. Exhale, forward fold again. Letting the head angle. Then slowly, slowly inhaling, sprouting back up, rolling the shoulders back. Woo! Taking the hands and palms out to the sides, or you can shine the palms forward. Coming into this Tadasana, ta-da, mountain pose. Lift those toes, plant them firmly into the mat. Feeling grounded. And then hands to the heart, equal standing pose, Samastiti. Sounds like you're laughing. Samastiti. So always kind of funny, that pose. And then blink your eyes open. We're gonna lean over to your right foot. Inhale that left knee up in space. Or you can even rock and roll, wiggle those toes. Balancing here and then dropping that left foot in front of the right. Extending those arms out to the sides. And then here you can bend both the knees. Your ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. You can lean forward and then lean back. And then come toward your center point of balance. Focus on a point in front of you. Extend through those middle fingers. So focus either on a point that's not moving, a drishti, a 3 to 5 or 7 feet in front that's not moving, or your tip of the nose, or your belly button. Slowly close your left eye. Keep focusing. If you fall out, you can fall back in. And then blink your eye open. Again, you can bounce around, move, shift front or back, come to your center, extend through those middle fingers. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, or the tip of the nose or belly button. Slowly close your right eye. And then blink your eyes open. Good job. And if you fall out, you can fall back in. Again, you can shift around until you find your spot, your center. Extend through those middle fingers. Focus now on the tip of the nose or your belly button. And then slowly close both your eyes. And then blink your eyes open. Good job. Hands to the heart. Inhale that left knee up in space. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes and plant them firmly back into Samasthiti. We're going to tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders back, lift those toes, plant them firmly into the mat, just feeling that groundedness. Now lean over to your left foot. Inhale that right knee up in space. Here, rock and roll, wiggle those toes. And then place that right foot in front of the left. Extend those arms out, relaxing the shoulders. Or bend both the knees. And lean forward. And lean back. And come back toward your center point. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, a drishti, or your tip of the nose or belly button. Slowly close your left eye. And then blink that eye open. Good job. Again, shifting back and forth. And come back to your center. Extend through those middle fingers. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Focus on a point in front of you or the tip of the nose or belly button. Slowly close your right eye. And then blink your eyes open. Good job. Again, shifting back and forth, kind of coming to. And then, now focus on the tip of the nose or your belly button. Slowly close both your eyes. If you fall out, you can fall back in. And then blink your eyes open. Good job. Hands to the heart. Inhale that right knee up in space. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes, and then place it back down. Coming into that Samasthiti. Now make your feet nice and wide. I'm going to face you guys. Good job. We're going to exhale, forward fold, drop down your hands, and then walk the hands down the front. So this is your short dog pose. You make your feet a little wider, and then drop the heart down. Shake your head, nod. You can take your left hand in the center, inhale that right hand up to the sky, stacking the shoulders. And if you want to block your body, give yourself a little elevation, you can. So twisting across the belly, stack. This is called windmilling. And then taking that top hand, place it back down onto the center of the, in front of you. Inhale that left hand up to the sky, stack the shoulders. Now open up the shoulders, twisting at the belly. Good job. Exhale, left hand back down to the center. Inhale, right hand up to the sky, reaching. Now take that top hand and do a half line behind your back. Turn the heart up. Good job. Now extra challenge points. You can bend both the knees and walk the bottom hand between the feet. And try to do a full bind and clasp the hand behind. You can even grab a belt to help finish the clasp. So it can help bind. So keeping the knees bent, kind of give yourself some balance. Make sure your feet are nice and a little wide. Turn the heart up. The clasping helps. And then releasing everything, inhaling that right hand back up to the sky. Exhale, drop it back down into the center. Woo! Now inhale, left hand up. And then take that top hand, again, bind it behind the back. Turn the heart up toward the sky. You can bend both the knees and then walk that bottom hand right between the legs. You can grab a belt to help bind, but keep that nice bend in the knee. And then you can clasp the hands or use a belt to finish that bind. You're that stretch in the legs and your back. Now unwinding, bend both the knees, kind of squatting down. You can pull your heels in toward each other. You can sit on a block if you want, hands together, elbows into the inner thighs, open up those hips. You can rock dynamically left and right, and open up those ankles, strengthen those ankles. Coming back into Malasana, garland pose. It's like nice squatty pose. Great for the hips. Ooh, we did a lot. Now it's time for Shavasana. You can drop down onto your tailbone. Extend those legs out in front. You can also grab your mat to the local real estate along the wall to do legs at the wall. And if you ever never done that, you should try. So you can grab a blanket if you want to cushion yourself. You can sit your either left or right side against the wall and then lay back and lift the feet up and shift your tailbone toward the wall. And then you can do legs up the wall. Have your arms out. Otherwise, if you want to just come into Shavasana, grabbing the back of the hamstrings, exhale slowly, slowly down. Grabbing a bolster underneath your knees. And grab a blanket. Cushion yourself and layer up. Relax the throat. You deserve it. Nice, deep relaxation. Rolling the palms up to relax the shoulders. Close those eyes. Breathe across the chest. Summing up everything you've done. Let the eyeballs sink into the eye sockets. Breathing deeply all the way down to your belly button. Breathe into your lungs as if they're part of the floor. Relax the throat. Integrating everything you've done. Let your body relax. Relaxing your ears. Let your jaws go slack. Relax the tongue. Let the eyeballs sink into the eye socket some more. Relax the heartstrings. Let the heart drop. And relax your belly button. Let all your visceral organs drop. Releasing the pelvic floor muscles. Relax the glutes. Let your thighs get heavier. Relax the back of the knees. Let those calves get heavier. The heels get heavier. Let your your legs get heavier. Integrating everything you've done. Being aware can become a habit. Now take a deep breath and settle into this very moment. However familiar the surroundings, find something new to observe or see a familiar thing in a new way. Cultivate this practice through the day whenever possible. Wiggling your toes and your fingers. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. And shake your head left and right gently. Kind of waking up that body again. And then when you're ready, you can pull the knees in toward the heart. And shake your body left and right, rock and roll, massaging the side bodies. And when you're ready, you can fall to your favorite side, pillow your face. Give yourself 3 long breaths. Take your time. And then when you're ready, you can press up into a seated position.